Hey everybody, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Pamish. A little bit of an interesting setup tonight for the North Carolina mountains, especially the eastern slopes of the Blue Ridge. It looks like we could see a little bit of freezing rain. I don't think it's going to be a huge deal, but it is going to change to rain during the day and then back to snow. That's going to be the interesting thing about this system as we go through the next 24 hours. Let's take a look at what that looks like over the next 24 hours. This is one of the first models we're going to look at. This is the system back towards the west. You can see the system cranking up over Arkansas, parts of Louisiana, into southern Missouri. There's a lot of moisture that's going to be heading up from the south and west, heading our way in the next 12 to 24 hours. Because dew points are pretty low in the North Carolina mountains, we're talking generally the dew points up here in the teens, a lot of the initial moisture is going to evaporate before it reaches the ground. That's going to cause the air to cool here as the moisture comes up from Alabama, Georgia, and eastern Tennessee. So that's the one concern I have tonight, that we'll see a little bit of ice, especially on these eastern-facing slopes of Watauga, Ashe, and Avery County, maybe even western Burke and Caldwell County and parts of Wilkes County. But over on the Tennessee line, it'll be too warm. So it's really going to be the eastern slopes this time around, not the northwestern slopes. So let's take a look at the model data as far as snowfall is concerned. If we look at that, this is what the snowfall totals are looking like from the NAM4. You notice down in the Smokies, we're looking at totals down here between 4 and 6 inches. But as we go into Watauga County, the areas right around Boone, we're looking at totals right now of about 1 to 2 inches in the city of Boone, but back towards western Avery County, we're looking at about 2 to 3 inches of snow. So this will not be a big snowfall event, but just enough that we may actually get some snow on the ground, and for the first time in a while, be able to do some skiing up there. Let's take a look at some of that model data I talked about. This is our RPM model that we run down here at the station, and you can see the whole spine of the Appalachians is going to get some snow. If you look down at the little key here, that's 2 to 4 inches in the blue, but it's pretty much confined to the Tennessee line. As we take a look at the NAM model, this is another model that goes out 84 hours. Notice the purple area right here, that's about 2 to 3 inches with some of the blue in here in the 3 range. So all pretty much in the same area, about 1 to 3 inches likely. But again, the concern for me tonight is going to be the little bit of freezing rain. And let me show you what that looks like. We'll switch to our precipitation type. This is all snow, but let's go back to tonight. This is this afternoon. We'll go out into the future here, and we'll see how this progresses into the overnight hours. This is tomorrow morning. Here comes the moisture. Everything in green is obviously rain. If you start to see some of this pink or this red mixing in with some of this kind of orange color, this is sleet or freezing rain, and this will give you a real good idea on where we could see some of this early in the morning. Again, this is early tomorrow morning before sunrise. As I go to about 7 a.m., you can see that the pink disappears pretty quickly about 8 a.m. So it's really just a very short window. Here you are about 5 a.m. This is about 6 a.m. and then here's about 8 a.m. So very small period of time we could see a little bit of freezing rain on the eastern facing slopes. I'm not overly concerned with that right now. I think our primary concern will end up being the snow coming in late tomorrow, because what's going to happen is it's going to rain most of the afternoon, and then we're going to see the snow come in with falling temperatures. So we could see not only 1 to 3 inches of snow, but with the rain on top of that or below that, actually, we'll see some of that ice up. So there should be some slick spots by the time we get to Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning looks to be the slick period right now. Of course, we'll keep you up to date right here on WataugaRoads.com, and I'll let you know what's going on at WCNC.com and my website and Facebook and Twitter. All the ways you can get information coming up in the next 24 hours. Hope you had a great holiday, and hopefully we'll get some snow on those ski slopes so people will be skiing pretty soon. Have a great night.